Debugged Dialogs. Let's get into it.
Hey, this is Debugged Dialogs, the bald and the bearded,
There we go. Patrik, Wennberg.
Harjit. Dhaliwal. All right, so what are we going to talk about?
I know, community.
Yeah, so we're at MVP Summit,
Yes.
right?
In Redmond. And it's cold and wet and rainy, as always.
it's Seattle weather. So, and we've been hanging out a lot together, and we've been going from one building to another, especially 33 to 3 to 7 to
we have different
36,
tracks.
different tracks.
Your Windows, Intune, I'm Microsoft 365, and they have others in different buildings. So we keep bumping in, having lunch, breakfast, staying at the same hotel, which is good. So
which is good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good. I don't know.
Different floors.
Different floors, thank God. So, anyways, we have met a lot of people.
Yes.
We've been bumping into a lot of people.
Yeah.
And really great conversations.
Yes.
We've been learning a lot.
Yeah, this is my first MVP Summit. And I mean, people you meet at conferences everywhere, all of a sudden they're everywhere. Everyone is here. There's 1,600 MVPs on site. And more online.
Yeah.
People that couldn't go because they ran out of spaces or couldn't go for other reasons. And having access to talking to all these brilliant people, it's just amazing. And all the product groups as well.
Yeah. So for me, if you can see, I don't know. Am I?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. All right. So I'm obviously with Robopack.
Yep.
And let's start with that, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about some of the other people. So Robopack is here.
Yep.
Software Central is here.
Yep.
My team is here.
Yep.
And you are like I don't know what to call it. You're part of the family because you hang out with us all the time.
Yeah,
you're
nice
you
guys.
support us all the time, and
Great products as well.
Yeah, and we call you the swag guy because you like to arrange swag and stuff. But yeah,
that's my OCD kicking in.
Yeah. So I'll give a quick plug for Robopack, Software Central.
Yeah.
Robopack's app patching solution. It's automated, it's simple, it's secure. People love it. I mean, you've been talking to people, and they're like, "Hey, man, it's phenomenal. It's amazing.
A much better way to manage your Intune environment.
Much better way.
So easy.
Right. And then with Software Central, we have Tenant Manager.
Yep.
Right. Everybody should manage their tenants. It's not just one of those things where you set up your tenant, you walk away, and whatever. These days, you got liabilities, you got insurances that require specific checkboxes and stuff. So Tenant Manager does backups of your tenant, monitors drift,
approval processes for changes as
approval
well,
rollbacks, a ton of stuff like that. So anyways, robopack.com or tenantmanager.com, and you'll get all the information, or hit me up or hit Pat up, and we'll get you connected for trial and demos. So other than that, that was a sponsor. The words from the sponsor. What do they say?
Yeah. That part of the show was sponsored by Robopack.
Yeah, that part of the show. Okay, now back to our regular programming.
Yes.
All right. So we talked to a bunch of people. So what have you been hearing? What are the conversations you've been having?
There's a lot of things going on now. There's a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't say.
Yeah. NDA stuff.
Yeah, but you will know when you will know. When we can tell you, we will tell you. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
If we were to talk freely, it would just be a solid beep going on in the background. That wouldn't be good for anyone.
No. But how are people feeling about what's going on in the tech world? Not necessarily AI, just the whole tech industry. I mean, there's been a lot of changes from Microsoft to Google to, all these big giant companies and their layoffs and layoffs and layoffs.
There is a shift going on right now.
Huge shift.
Yeah. I wonder what it's,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people overhired as well the last few years.
Right.
They just ramped up too much without really, according to me, having a solid plan.
Yeah.
And it is looking different out there. I'm with a consultancy in Sweden, and we can feel it. The businesses, they're tightening up their money. Yeah, exactly. Everything is about money. They are counting every penny, making sure it goes to the right place, and that affects everyone. I mean, if it affects us as partners of Microsoft, it will fall back to Microsoft in the back end, and if you're a partner with Google, it will affect Google. I mean, it just rolls up.
Yeah.
And yeah, the times are not really good. I'm sensing a shift to the better with my clients, which is good.
But also, I think the changes in the industry also now is, there's a lack of skill sets, especially in the AI era, right?
Yeah.
So people were doing, device management or user management and stuff like that. That's been done and stuff, and still continues to be needed, and whatever.
Absolutely.
Right. You got all the different tools that people need to use, and you need to manage it, or things like what I do for applications and stuff, right? So there's always those things that I need. But now you got this whole thing about AI. We talked about. I think we were talking to one of our Microsoft friends the other day about what's the best way to prompt.
Yeah.
I know you wrote a very nice blog post about that too. So how do you get good results? That takes some skill sets.
It does.
If you don't know how to use it, it's garbage in and garbage out.
Yes. Yeah, it is. I mean, you need to be specific.
Right.
You need to be precise with your question or your prompt, if we use that terminology.
Yeah.
You need to tell it why,
Mm-hmm.
what the outcome should be, and what your role is, who's the audience. So you need to shape it, and don't trust the first thing you get. When you get the answer, keep massaging it.
Keep massaging it. Train it. You're training the model to know what you want.
Exactly,
and how you want
also
it.
train whatever model you use. If you use Claude, if you use ChatGPT, if you use Copilot or whatever
it is,
make sure you personalize it and let it know who you are, what you do, the responses you want, the way you want it to respond. Terminology you don't use, you want it to use.
Yeah.
So you make it you.
And if you want more M dashes, just tell it.
I despise those M dashes. Yeah. They have a purpose, but not in every word.
Not in every word. And when it's coming from AI, when you see those things,
Absolutely. And use it the right way. I mean, use it to shape your data, make the grammar correct, but don't just ask, I want to post about this.
No.
And take that and paste somewhere.
Yeah.
Everyone sees that.
Everyone sees it.
I mean, I'm not a native English speaker.
Yeah.
So I use different AI engines a lot to shape my words.
Yeah.
I think in Swedish and I know English.
Yeah.
But it's not always very grammatically nice to read in English when you put it down.
Yeah.
So having AI rewrite sentences so that they actually make sense for what I want to say.
Yeah.
In a way that an English-speaking reader can
understand.
It. Yes,
right.
That's a great help.
Right.
But
otherwise, it just comes across like Swedish meatballs.
Yeah. But real, it's like the Swedish chef. Pork.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So so the shift now. Okay, so AI is one thing, but then you got this cloud.
Yes.
Right. Everything's cloud focused, which just makes sense. I mean, when you're doing legacy on-premises things and managing servers and
pulling
cables and stuff like that. So we're in an era now about cloud and stuff, but not everyone is on it yet.
No.
So there's a shift there. And I was in Korea recently, and I learned, they're still way behind in terms of adoption.
Okay.
Of cloud and stuff, and in several countries are like that. So there's going to come a point when that shift happens, whether it's 3 years from now or 5 years from now, but they're not going to have the skill sets to get to that point.
Oh yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
They're going to have to, because their old tech will stop working.
Right. So just imagine, right? An analogy is like you have a vehicle, gas-powered vehicles, whatever, and all of a sudden there's a time limit, and they say, hey, starting January 1, whatever year, no more. You have those vehicles, they're going to be in a junkyard, and you got to go electric. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, right. So that's what I'm talking about. There's going to be a shift, but that's not going to be the skills.
No, right? Yeah, but that makes sense.
That's where consultants are going to come in handy, right?
Yeah. There's always going to be work for us.
That's always.
But that's the way with everything. I mean, when everyone started talking about Microsoft 365, Office 365 back then, moving to the cloud, moving your trusted Exchange server with your DAGs and everything.
Everyone was scared. Like, oh,
I'm going to be out of my job. I don't have anything to do.
And that was
the
not the
opposite.
case.
I mean, you need more people.
You need more people.
Yes. You need to reskill. And that's probably the biggest fear people have, to reskill.
Yeah.
To me, that's the only thing I do. I reskill every day.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
If I couldn't, I could just as well sit in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Just beeping goods.
Yeah.
Charging money. I need to evolve.
Yes.
That's really, really important to me.
Yeah. So those are some of the conversations we've been having with some of the MVPs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really, really interesting.
Yeah. And with the product groups as well.
And with the product
groups. I told you I can't say what session it was, but I was in a session.
Yeah.
With
no NDA stuff. Don't say anything NDA.
One of the product groups, and I was the only one there.
Yeah.
So I had the full product group in room.
Yeah.
I was the only one, and we just moved out of that discussion that they were going to present, and we had a 1 hour deep
feedback.
With feedback. They wanted my opinions on their roadmap going ahead.
Yeah.
They're thinking this. Have you tried that? Do you know about this? What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
And that was amazing. Just having access to that slim group of
the group that is
driving,
building that.
Yes, they're pushing that part of the product that I can't mention.
Yeah. I have the same thing.
Yeah.
And I was in another session, and the same way. I think we were less than 10.
Yeah.
And I started giving all sorts of feedback, and they were like, "Oh, this is great."
Yeah.
Because this is how they shape the products and solutions.
Yes.
By listening to people like us or other MVPs and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been wonderful. It's been great.
Yes. And it's educating.
Educating.
Yes.
So next thing, let's talk about events.
Yes.
Why don't you start?
I have one that I know of coming up in a couple of weeks. Well, maybe when this published, it could have been already. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. But on April 16th, there's going to be an event at the Microsoft offices in Stockholm, Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
Copilot red carpet event organized by one of Microsoft's partners.
Right.
So there's going to be a bunch of MVPs there that do a lot of AI work and Copilot and
you were pre-selected too.
Yeah,
So that's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know the people setting it up as well, so that's cool.
That's cool.
It's going to be an full afternoon. Like I think it's like 2 to 6.
Yes.
At the Microsoft offices, and I'm in Stockholm that week anyway, which is good. So it fits my schedule really well because I live in Malmö, so way down south.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward.
Yeah. So for me, I'm wearing double hats. I do a lot of community reporting. As a community guy for events, and I also with Robopack, obviously. I'm the director of community and events.
Yep.
So I go to a lot of events. I evangelize. I support the product. I support the IT folks and all that stuff. So we got a bunch coming up. We have MEM Summit in Paris coming up in April.
Yep.
I'll be there, and we got MMS in May. We got Experts Live in London in June.
Yes.
We have Workplace Ninja Summit in September in Switzerland, and then we have MMS again in October in San Diego.
Oh, San Diego this year.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So and then so on and so on, right? I mean, and then we got Ignite again, in things November, like that.
Yeah. San
Francisco. So in between the other events as well, so you'll find me, in several places.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to reach out, chat, come and see us.
Yeah.
And sometimes we may have swag.
Yeah. And let us know if you want to be on the show.
Yeah.
We would love to have more guests.
Exactly.
And, as always, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And share it with your peers to keep us going.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Direct from MVP Summit. Cheers.
See ya.
This is Debugged Dialogs.